Hello everybody, this is NBKME and welcome back to The Letter, the horror visual novel game. Now, yes, of course, we just got literally kicked out from the house because of our madnessness. So, let's move on and see what happens. I don't know which page that I really saved, so I'm going to pick on it. Load game, yeah. Yes, of course, correct save, indeed. Left with nothing else to do, I found myself drifting back to the fall. A few visitors lingered in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Another can seem admiring the priceless antique decorating the room. One group of elderlies gathered somewhere across me, is occupied in a friendly battle around which one would cost more to buy. Other argument here, occupational laughter and teasing there. I smile myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing there for first few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. It's a few hours early from what I told him because I did ask a call once when I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back, he offered. So I might as well take it. Or bribe him to give me one. Oh my god. Not that he won't even accept the latter, personal convictions and all. Honestly, there's something I found admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me. That's that. Well, whatever works, works. A free ride, still a free ride. There Rose offer, but despite what I said, I know she will be busy in the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for the favor as small as this is the last thing I can do right now. Couple of minutes and few prayers, asking a decent signal later. The call finally connects and...
Shit! Bomb Ash from Deluxe City.
What the
Baggers,
fuck?
watch out! Can't beat me.
What?
Looking for trouble?
Shit, how loud is this thing even?
Lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, Bomb Ash from Deluxe City.
Excuse
Baggers, watch
me,
out!
but...
Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, Bomb Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out! Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie.
I'm sorry for that, but Jesus, that is loud.
Sup, Bomb Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers,
Seriously?
watch out! Can't beat me.
Oh, wait.
Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian
Oh,
guy.
apply.
Sup,
Yeah.
Bomb Ash from Deluxe City.
A small
Baggers,
shop
watch out.
rings,
Can't beat me.
swinging fills the entire
Better not lie.
hall,
I'm a cool dude.
describing the
Pretty fly for an
pleasant
Asian
quiet
guy.
that has settled. Soon enough, heads begin to turn it in search of source, mine included. My eyes darted around the small crowd, being zeroing into one lone figure crouching before the same group of old men, checking out the decor moments ago. He is facing away from me, fumbling with something in his hand. But I don't need to see his face nor what is back. Oh, I recognize that dumb poker anyway. Without bothering the end of the call, I marched towards him. After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to deal with this.
Of all the times to...
Ashton Frey!
What happened next? It's something I surely regret later for having not recorded. What was that? I don't know. I'm not going to bother anyway. He jumps and lets out an indignified yap, followed by a phone flipper slipping out of his grip. It bounces one hand to another with his pretend to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with an unsounding clack. I feel sorry for the phone and the floor. But it's not every day that I can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then two quick motion. He ducks and retrieves the abused gadget when his gas threatened to break out of his lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he's frightened, but flash had crept up his neck and cheeks. Another universe, I won't be know each other for 5 years and suffering through this tensing each day-to-day occurrence. Chances are I found that adorable. Endearing even. Unfortunately, it isn't kind of the world. The way they are, I am already content to see him out of this obnoxiously calm and collected discussion.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
Oh man, I gotta take a picture. Jesus.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat swallowed a candy. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny of his phone for any damage and scratches seems to be more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glance at some point behind me. The parlor? Clearly, I found his glance before I can figure out it caught his attention. He placed a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to his face.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work anything to do with why he's here. At a confused look, he just stubbed his hand resting on his arm, like he just touched something particularly hard and casually rubs back to his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown his face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Something I forgot easily loading mind. Yeah, loading mind. I forgot how easy reading mind of his for Ash. Given how often looks if everything around him is clear. I already have. I avoid his eyes, hoping he dropped that subject and won't ask any more questions. Last thing I want to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on earth I have ever think about telling to, if I can help it. Why can't I read? I'm sorry. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he has helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and supernatural? He never believed those, even he hears about a friend, except maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, most harmless thing he will do is even give you an explanation why those have no chance even being real. At worst, is insufferable. He's poke fun at you at every single chance he get. Asshole. I mean, Ash-hole. Of course, I'm sorry. What did I even do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down at the moment if I spell a word that what I saw. Nope. Oh, my dead body. Before I catch his attention, I will shove the letter drop deep into my basket.
What's wrong?
I mean, not basket. Why do I spell that basket? Bag.
Nothing. Oh, let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
A rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Not the usual afternoon drift, but still a welcome change from the sifting atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps quick behind me, the sole of his shoes stumping hard against the polished concrete at the awkward semblance as he rushed to catch up. He calls out once and twice. The mansion still looms at the background. Whispers calling me, shadow beckoning. Help me. Help me. Wait. It just forced kneeling. It doesn't say help me. I don't look back. We spend the ride back to Lexburg City in the relative. Somebody can hear the music. Is that the detective music for the memes or something? Never mind. We spend the ride back to Lexburg City a relatively quick manner, with only radio disjoint and hum at the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach out for a fiddle with it until the signal settles or its respectively volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, if fixed glances he just sending me my way, or signs, I know they're the things I've been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained to passing scenery outside in the small hope of my disinterest with distant him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tossed something to me for a small compartment on my side. It hits me clearly on the chin before I can even move to catch it. A small package made of soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
The glare I send him wipes the smirk about to form clearly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing eyes on the road again. I swear he did it on purpose. Ignoring him, I flip a half-forgotten package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
I don't even get a chance to deny it, but right on cue, my stomach rumbles loudly and an empty, growling feeling in my tummy becomes noticeable. No surprise there. I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while I'd been on break. I was hoping that giving a small meal after, I guess, was everything going on. Just forget until Ash mentioned it. It's not like a hollow feeling new to me, though. If anything, I just one thing that I have given used to ignoring over the years growing up. Thanks, and I teared open the package and stopped numbling on the edge of the bar. Upon the acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't even say anything after the small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to just sit down for someone who's just not going to nag to you.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. 2, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job. Which brings us to 3. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How'd you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hell-bent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I just walked right into that one, did I?
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
He answers a small laugh and kind that screams, I'm right, I told you so. I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Provided I don't botch it with the rights. Why? Of all time, I don't even screw up that like that in front of an important customer, no less. I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
No.
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa. Or is it the wardrobe this time?
He meant that as a joke, but how closer to the truth made me blood run cold and my own heartbeat a heavy weight in my chest. At that once the letter in my bag feel a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and appreciation.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients, the rights, was it?
I can't answer that. At least without revealing everything that took place in the attic. I'm going to save that decision here. Thank you. Okay, let's...
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours. That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
Over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is still better outright lying to him. Besides, I never worked with them. I'm not sure if it becomes just bad as it become when he really gets good work at his job. It doesn't make the answer immediately, one momentarily shifting a glance over me and returning it back to the road, where he makes a sharp turn. Outside, the sun had already started its descent, casting a vibrant orange glow in the tall buildings. I wonder how long it will become we reach the venue of Zach's movie. Checking the streets, signs outside, it all appears Ash had taken a long route. Odd, but he obviously trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a soft punch at his arm. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him a satisfaction of knowing that. I found most of them funny. It's only made me head bigger, stupid Ash.
Alright. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before?
A soft punch is abuse. I don't know who's the scaredy cat here, but Ash... I think that's you. Let's move on then.
We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
He recounts what he'd been doing in the time we aren't even seeing each other. His usual work, the occupational small investigation and big case he'd been stuck working on. Stuff he could even mention in brief time we catch each other online. Although most of it's trimmed down version, only he just tells him He always been careful about that. Even the way he spins the answers into my question, just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes. Oh, wait. Whew. At one point, his voice takes on strained tone to mention something about big cases, but I don't dwell on that much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if someone couldn't even bring someone to justice because they knew slipping out of your fingers. Tough for me. If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His story never concludes to be entertaining to me. Regretless. If things wasn't the way they were back home, maybe I wouldn't consider taking the same job as him. What? Same job as him. Oh, Jesus. Well, nope. Not really. Mama would never allow that. But the idea is still there. Along with the countless other I have a go. Time passes quickly between us in manner, and before I know it, we're already in the movie house. Oh, the monsieur, is this foreshadowing? Foreshadowing, eh? Batcave coming soon. Pocket what? I don't know. The point of no return. What amazing foreshadowing. A small crowd already formed in front of the theater where we arrived. The Lift Fest Small for Lexburn Independent Film and Theater Festival attracts a bigger crowd annually. On this year, no difference. It's only been a few indie films screening with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know for the people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by local events like they're already a big deal. Especially for the newcomer like Zach. You haven't even won an award, but just getting a confirmation letter from the festival community wants him include his movie in the air lineup. Already, I put grin in his face for weeks. Oh, that's awesome. Speaking of the guy, it's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, he appears a loom over the most moviegoers. Oh, what with the language, eh? Jesus, and with a large building and a heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth when they pass by. It often easily mistaken someone intimidating at first glance. I did, back when I don't know any better. I did, too, I had, once early in their friendship.
Oh, there's Zach.
This is Zach. Oh, I think I saw him. And hey guys, I really, there's something like this things going on, like Marianne, and see, there are lots of stuff I'm missing on. Oh, Isabella Santos, okay. And then there's a journal, it's going on and on. And I really love to read the journal for you guys, before going to the, okay, this is way before. It's she just said it's she meeting with Rebecca and stuff, and going to the mansion, and that was like a horror film or something, I don't know. Okay, that's all? Oh, she just talks about meeting with Rebecca. Profile, yeah. Maria, Isabella, Grace, Cruz Santos. Jesus Christ, that's a big ass name. Birthplace May 17, Gemini. Birth date. Oh, birth date. Jesus. Why? God damn it. I hate you, game. Birth date May 28, Gemini, 26 years old, 5.2. She's so short. Filipino? Estate agent, Roman Catholic. Entertainment, Flymouth, undergraduate like cinnamon rolls, dogs, food, police, procedural dramas, and telescopes, comedy, and karaoke. She's a third score plus, this is everything is like about her. Do I have anything about them? No. Timeline. Okay, the single day is not even over yet, so... Okay, there's these things all, so... Oh, there's Jack.
Hey, you guys! Long time no see!
Zack's face lights up and a smile on his own. He moves towards us with the careful steps, taking a significant effort to make himself smaller, so he not bump up accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zack. And he nears Ash, casually raises his hand and greets an end.
Sup, Z-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
I think I just should be so fast enough to make this less awkward, so let's the awkwardness, the awkwardness that descends within the immediate vicinity with our small group is palpable enough. Somewhere in the left, a girl giggles, and only then I just become aware from my mouth hanging open. I almost amazed how Ash can even that loud with a straight face. Almost. Considering his track record, I should be used it to be by now. Zack seems to be.
Yo, stop trying to act black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
There's fullness underneath his exasperated tone. If there's any other people he would be offended by, but years of friendship and familiarity had made those words harmless to other ears, or at least enough for both to take it straight.
It's been a while, Zach.
I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Nah, I ended up with Chicken Down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
You really have no idea.
A beat passes, and then Zack laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding. You know you can always count on me.
It's a story only two of them are privy to. Even now and then Ash will enlist Zack's help on something. Becca and I never found out what real deal with these adventures, as Ash calls it, and both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that if Ash is not something illegal or life-threatening, I tend to believe her on it. Some things. Sometimes. Well, boys will be boys, I guess. I give Zack a small wave behind Ash when his attention eventually turned to me.
Bella!
That's Bella and not Behella.
Huh? Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
And that's true. I known each other for longer than anyone in the group. Childhood friends and all.
But don't worry, Zach. She's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie. Isabella! Oh, thank goodness!
I think that's Becca. Speak of the devil. Without warning, a hand grasped me by the shoulder and turned me around.
Becca, you're just in time.
I haven't leaned back a little when where her face almost invading my personal space, but she places a hand either side of my hand and keep me still. She stares at me intently, concern filling her eyes.
Becca, you're squishing my face. How are you? Are you alright? Why wouldn't I be? Rose called me earlier.
Those 4 words tell me all I need to know. Since I don't have a family living close by and the only other relative I have here works for far side of the country, I give my company Becca's contact number in case of emergency. I shouldn't know Rose would call her. I pushed Becca's hand away from my face, although she lets go. Her eyebrows remain drawn together.
Oh, no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today. That's not what I'm talking about. How's your head?
Beside me, as Snickers. I bite back an hug to elbow him in the place, trying to avoid Becca's hand, and she tried to reach out for the said area. I do my best, dodge her, all of once moving to hide behind Zack. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zack.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down. I blacked out for a few seconds and had a minor bump, but it's just that. You blacked out? It's not something to brush off. Come on, at least let me check it. It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there. Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
She did look pale when I saw her.
Wow, thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this, just you.
What? I'm just saying it as it is. If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I'm sorry. Saw her?
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure out what it is.
Oh, that's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good. See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zach's film. We can always watch it some other time. Sorry, Zachary.
No, it's good. But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different. Right, Zach?
I showed him a playing look. Zach's a sensible guy, he understands. Please understand.
Not really. But Rebecca has a point. In the end, I think it's your call.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it. You're not missing it. Oh, we're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
Look, you guys.
As Zach loud sign unexpectedly cuts through the conversation, he pinching the bridge of his nose when he talks. Something he usually does when he's getting impatient.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either. Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Why are you taking her side?
I'm not. But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself. Is that good enough for you?
I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. When at last she releases a deep breath and nods a bit with a great resilience, I immediately tickles her to a hug.
Thanks, Becca. It's always been you with him, isn't it? Did you say something? Me? Nothing. Don't mind me. If you say so.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside. Anyone here has a smaller bill?
I think I do. Hold on.
I pull myself off Becca and giving me a wallet from my bag, and
What's this?
I hold it in the Ash's hand before I even react. Behind him, Becca and Zach both giving the piece of paper and ignited a look.
No! Give it back!
It's just a paper.
I don't care! Give it!
Looks ancient, too. Why do you keep this around?
I try to reach it, but he holds the paper way above my head. I've never been particularly sensible about my own height, but right now I really wish I was advantage over him.
Don't open it!
What's the big deal? It's not like it's a love letter. I don't see any reason to... Hold on a second. This is, isn't it?
Even if it is, it's not for you.
Okay. Now I'm curious.
I'm telling you, it's nothing like that. It's...
Rest of my words are lost and he unfolds the paper. I can't breathe. My heart feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to bust out. I vaguely note my hands trembling at my side, clutching at them together to any good. They're still shaking, but I hang them out regretlessly. An awful sick weight that is taken and core in my stomach back in the open house returned full force. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How many times? How do I fix this? Somebody please. Today's turning out a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or else. Well, that's interesting.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
Ash waves the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glance at the content. I don't need to see, I don't want to see. The letter, the words, even the stroke written in blood is already embedded in my mind. Maybe I shouldn't even throw it away, I have chance. That way.
It's not a prank.
It makes all of them stop, even I was surprised how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
This isn't a prank! I saw something!
Hold on. Are we still talking about this paper? Or is it about the urban legend again?
Both. I know it sounds ridiculous.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed. You've got to be kidding me.
See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far?
It's not a joke. Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have...
Right. And in broad daylight, Isabella. Even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up. There's also no way in hell that this supernatural shit is true.
But it's real! What do you think I saw?
Hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing.
Look at Isabella's face. Jesus, she's like a demon now.
We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me?
We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other. When Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this for now.
Don't bother.
Without another word, I snatched the paper letter out of Ash's hand and stuffed back into my bag with more force than necessary. I'm tired. I got cursed. I saw a ghost. I'll probably be a lost sailor kicked out of the open house I supposed to be hosting. My own friends won't believe me, and all of those think I'm crazy. I topped it all off and the dull ache on my back of my head, begging for a little attention. I can't afford to give it right now. Honestly, there's only much people I can take with a single day. I just want to go home, curl in my bed, and never think about today. But before I can take a single step away from the group,
Guys!
Zach rarely raised his voice. Even their point we waves to drive home, and hearing him take out for a tone completely throws me off. Even Zach, even Ash and Becca. Whatever harsh words he had to come out of his argument instantly died to our mouth.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her. And hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together? We haven't seen each other for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat. Please?
He has a point. Ash, for all he's admit to look cool and distant, he's been also looking forward to this. He even looked the time to call this morning for a reminder. He never does that. Becca too, I'm pretty sure that's another reason why she get out of the bed today. That despite Zach's admit of lightening up things are Ash and Becca at glancing glances and tightening on my chest of minds. I shouldn't keep it myself, or at least vent the idea that it's a prank. If I did, the things won't be turned out to the way they had. No sore moods, no bad vibes. Careless. So careless. Maybe leaving is better decision of all of us then. I'm going to save this anyway. Okay, I'm going with the happy thoughts, like stay for the movie. Any other day I have excused myself to go straight home. But there's something special to Zach. Something he worked so hard to bring up life. I should know better. I might have a bad day, but being for a few people I care for about 4 outweighs the idea of spending the rest of the day throwing a tantrum alone in my room. And what if the things his attic follows me home? I don't want to be left with my thoughts either. I can still see it whether my eyes are closed. And myself, if I stay, let our heads cool down first before telling them what happened. They'll listen to me. There's nothing you can solve with a calm head. One step at a time, Isabella. That's what moms used to say. Besides, I don't have to hard to ditch Zach. A smile back on my face, I look back at them.
If we keep arguing here, we're going to miss the first few minutes.
All right, that's the Isabella I know.
Oh, good. I thought for sure you were going to cry.
This time, Ridley sent an elbow straight to his Good hit, Isabel. Good hit. Stupid Ash, being vertically challenged in his pranks too.
What was that for?
Stop calling me a crybaby! I'm not one!
Oh, don't cry.
Stop it!
Good old Ash.
Okay, scaredy cat then.
That too. If you repeat that, I swear I'll... Let's just go.
Without another word, Becca goes inside. One doesn't even stop wait for us even call after her. Ash and I exchange looks at that. The same question like swimming inside our mind. Did something happen at the school after I left? Is she having a bad day too? I'll try to ask her about that later, I guess.
So, you guys go catch up with her. I'll go get us the food, I promise.
But you'll miss it.
Didn't you say watching a movie without food ain't fun? It ain't like I haven't seen it. I made it, remember? I'll be in there soon.
I only friendly tap on my shoulder and then he's gone. Few moviegoers are still mailing around, some still waiting for the tickets, but otherwise most of the crowd is already inside. There's nothing much for us to do here. Not a word of protest come from me when Ash glanced to both of us and head inside.
And then?
Are you sure it wasn't one of the cleaning crews?
Absolutely sure.
Somehow, halfway to the movie, the conversation steered towards what happened in the mansion. To be fair, Zack was one who just brought up that again. In his own movie premiere. Now the film even serving as a background noise. When we are speaking in hushed tones. Careful not to disturb anyone inside the small hall. Well, except for Ash. I still hope he doesn't even end up arguing about it again. We all get kicked out, for sure. Till with one loud harsh voice. We probably get thrown out before any conversation happens. Only Becca will still remain engrossed in the movie, completely ignoring us. Still, she's been quiet for a while evening. She's only speaking only referred to. If I don't know any better. We did something but that offended her. Did we?
And then I ran. You heard what happened after.
I still think it's something else.
It was standing right in front of me, Ash.
He's the only one smartest guy I know, but geez, he don't learn to listen. Plus, he doesn't even believe these days. Things. Why did he even conversation again? Why is he in this conversation again?
I heard what you said, but it's a small room. There are a lot of things someone else could have done there without your knowledge. If I could see it up close, maybe I can...
I am not going back there.
Ain't that a problem if you're hosting an open house?
Rose does the first floor tour.
I ain't sure ghosts can be restricted to one room, Bella.
There are no ghosts, Zach. Stop putting useless ideas in her head.
Yeah, but I was thinking, maybe all the house needs is a blessing. Wasn't it left uninhabited for years?
Oh, the house does have changed hands over years, but one distinctly leave of the Ermengarde to another. None of them bother to live in it though, but it remains that way until it is Coven's owner does it to sell it. Why did I even think of that?
I didn't peg you as the religious type, Zach.
Nothing like that, Ash. Who knows, though? It might bring something positive to the place.
That's not a bad idea. I just don't know where I could find someone.
You're not seriously considering a suggestion, are you?
Do you have a better idea?
I know where. I could contact him for you if you want.
You'd do that?
Or we can find you a psychologist instead.
Well, there's very few times in my life I will wish a groomer can kill. This is one of those.
Ash, that is not a very appropriate thing to say right now.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Ethnographer. I meant ethnographer. This guy's a psychologist too, of course, if you...
Ashton, if you don't stop...
Rebecca knows the guy I'm talking about too. She can vouch for him.
Becca tears her eyes after when the scene at the mall mentioned her name.
Huh? What? Oh, are you talking about Professor Andrew? He used to work with my parents at the university. And can you guys keep it down?
Sorry, the scaredy cat here mentioned curses. Not that I'm saying this is one, but talking to him is a better solution for me than getting a random priest to bless an old house. He'll even help you figure things out, teach you a couple things, and probably put your fears to rest since this looks to be bothering you a lot.
Ash might be right too. However, when Zach suggests is something more familiar with. Granted, they don't believe me. They have only given me those suggestions put my mind at ease, but it's better being ignored or being laughed at. I can't take comfort in knowing they will be hurting me out.
So, what do you think?
Oh, I think I'm going to make a choice here.
It's your call. We'll go with whatever you want.
I don't know.
Who should I meet? I think this will be a turn. Save. Okay. I will play the rest of them in the next part or something. Let's go with the priest.
I'll think about it. But maybe we could go with Zach's idea?
Because she just said it's more familiar.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to try, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we did something than just stand around. I'll let you know when he's available, Bella.
Thanks, Zach. I knew I could count on you.
Guys, I said keep it down. You keep insisting that we still watch it. Yet you're not even paying attention yourselves.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this. The least we could do is watch it with you.
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Sorry, Becca. We'll stop now.
I throw an apologetic look, even if Ash is only one who stand there remembering, but her attention is already back on the screen. She ignoring us again. When Rebecca acting this way, she is a big chance something nudging at her. We really need to talk. We all fall into a comfortable silence after the kind of one you share with people you're most at ease with. For the first time today, the letter lays forgotten in my bag, if only for a few hours. The night fallen by the time we exited the movie house. Is that a theater? Why are you calling that a movie house? Or a cinema? Okay, the third is more appropriate. Never mind. Despite the late hours, the... sorry. Despite the late hours, the streets are still blasting full of people. Those about heading home and those set to meet someone. Even those simply wandered around. Walking in the sea of unusual souls, it struck me how easy it is for one to get lost in the city of undisputed as Lexburg. I was afraid too, for one point. Back when I was new, I had set a foot at this place. Now with familiar faces walking with me, it feels a little like home. Zack and Ash bade us goodbye shortly before Becca and I crossed another side of the street. The farmer claiming that he's a few freelance jobs to take care of before his days ends, and Ash? Who knows? He never tells. Ouch. He knows randomly appear on your doorstep looking for a place of trash. He does look at Zack a lot. Must be a lot of frustration. But he's a busy guy too, in spite of laid back air he gives off.
Thanks for today, everyone!
No problem, Zach. I'm sorry for what happened earlier.
Help me.
Huh?
The whisper don't say that. It's just like hush, 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 hush. It doesn't even say me help me. Jesus. A sensation. A cold, sickening, drowning. My chest tightens. Breathing becomes labored. I can taste blood in my mouth. The edge of my vision blurs. In the distance, amidst of the countless and nameless people going around their lives, a voice reaches out to me. Help me. Pleading even an edge in my hide. Clutch in my eye, tight and clutch my hands over my ears. A whisper, a whispering and whispering and whispering, calling out, help me please.
No, not me.
Help me. Somebody touch my spaghetti. Sorry. Help me.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
At her voice, the whole world suddenly snaps into place. The murmur's gone. When I opened my mouth, Becca raised an eyebrow at me in question.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me?
Oh, yeah. Just... Okay. Sorry. I spaced out.
You always do that.
I followed without complaint, but not before snatching a glance into the far end of the street, where the voice came from, where another set of eyes might be staring at me. Nothing. There was only Zack and Ash watching over us as we head back to the where Becca parked her car. Oh my god. That turned downhill so fast. If I'm expecting to see something or someone, try not to let them show. Try not to think that tiny pinprints to fear crumbling at the pit of my stomach.
See you guys some other time.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, Z-Man, zoop, baby, homie. I don't know why I just tried that. That was stupid as hell. Another glance with a few waves switches off our own ways. I don't mind what I saw. I don't know what I heard. I don't want to know. And if this is what I help me sleep together, I won't be back at normality in my life. Then soon be it. Well, that's all the episode today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.